Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So price is currently at around 1816. That is still below our pivot point at 1847. It's very simple. Below 1847 we are looking at lower imminently in this particular structure with a possible target around 1660. If we break above 1847, then it unlocks different possibilities, unfortunately, due to the current price structure. We don't have a very clear idea what's going on here. I mean, there are structures that are definitely likely, but you know, in Elliott Wave, when you have two scenarios that are likely, yeah, and I would never show you unlikely scenarios anyway, so I already filter all of these out, all of these, let's say, infinite possibilities that the market could follow. But if you have two scenarios, it's fairly simple. Yeah, as soon as you have 3 or 4, things are going to get really difficult, because you know, how do you weigh probabilities against each other, right? So ideally I'd love if we stay below 1847, but we might break above it. And what happens then? So if we break above 1847, the most simple possibility then is just that we got a higher wave 4. How would that work? So that the wave 4 is pretty similar. If you've watched the Bitcoin video, it's a fairly similar count, where we would say that we moved up here in an A wave, we came down to yesterday's low in a B wave, and this is going to be a C wave. No, the B wave would need to sit here. Yeah, A wave up, B wave down, C wave up. So if we see an impulse today, could take us to that level. Yeah, or even WXY would be possible as well. So that's one scenario. And if that happens, where could price go roughly? So to measure that, we can take the length of that possible A wave, go to the low of the possible B wave, and the target would be around about 1882, the 1-to-1 ratio, the 100% extension. So that's certainly a likely option. Ideally though, I would not want it to go much above that level. Yeah. So that's a scenario that certainly becomes likely above 1847, getting to 1882 in a reset of the 4th wave. So wave 4 just simply sits here. Well, what else is possible? Well, unfortunately quite a bit of stuff. So another count, which would be bullish, but as I said, you know, with this structure down there, I need to be convinced, and Ethereum needs to convince me that we really have bottomed. I still find it unlikely that we've bottomed already. So I mean, what I'm happy with would be a bigger bounce to the upside before we come down again, because this structure to the downside just looks unfinished at this stage. It's possible that we get a leading diagonal from here, but it is highly speculative. This would be a 1, this would be a 2, it would need to produce a wave 3. Now this is basically the same count that we would get for an extended 4th wave, but if we then get this, then we have a good case to make, okay, we have bottomed, and then we wait for an ABC structure down, and then if we then find support, that's good, then we can go with a bullish count. But unfortunately also there's a few other bearish counts available that would allow for a deeper bounce, but I don't want to really unpack them before we go above 1847. It may just confuse a lot of people, you know. But maybe just a quick hint what could be going on here. So for example, I showed you that in the previous video. We could say simply that this A wave here, yeah, never finished. Oh well, it finished, but it finished here where I've got actually the wave 3 low. So I just need to reset this one here to the 1747 level roughly, yeah, on the 12th of May. And then the B wave actually would be happening now, and then we could also get a deeper bounce in an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. Yeah. To be honest, that wouldn't be so different from an extended 4th. It just depends on how deep do we go, you know, how strong are we. But yeah, you know, all of this is stuff I consider at this stage, because bear in mind, on the lower time frame here, the structure is extremely difficult at this stage. The larger time frame is, let's say, easier to understand because it's quite simple. We say we are in a wave 2, and as long as we're holding 1533, we could look at a 3rd wave rally. Below that 1533 level though, it's unlikely that we still get that 3rd wave bounce. But yeah, at the moment I think it's possible that we've bottomed, but I would need to be convinced. Ethereum would need to convince me. Until it does that, I assume we get another low, ideally directly from here. But if not, then we might get a little bit of a larger bounce before we come down. We need to take it level by level at this stage. This is not so straightforward at this stage, unfortunately. It's one of the messiest structures in a long time. And, you know, this whole range, I mean, you could still see that as an entire range, right? We've been in this since early April. Yeah, you could even say since March. So it's totally boring. So let's see. I mean, typically, I think June, August are typically quite strong months in crypto. So maybe we see a little bit more sort of sideways action, maybe even a little bit more correction downside for the next few weeks. And then it will pick up in July. I mean, that's speculative at this stage. We'll see. Bear in mind, today we've got a Jerome Powell possible catalyst. Yeah, he's speaking at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.